Hope you guys have an amazing day.
And Kent, hope you guys are doing well.
We brought Kent along. And what's today?
National Pinot Noir Day. So we, of course, had to show some Pinot Noir. That's who we are. What we wanted to do today, I pulled some different styles, as well as different brands, of course, you know, that we love. And we run on special here at Lucas. So talk to me, Joe. Where do you want to go first, brother?
You know what?
You're
I want
to star.
I'm
just the
Well, at least we realize that. It's very important.
Okay, all right. I know who I am.
What I want to do is I want to talk about Pinot because they come from different regions, but it's the grape, right? And what's the difference in those tastings?
Absolutely.
So what we wanted to do is get like a wide variety from a lower price to a higher price to really give you guys an idea. And then we'll talk about those flavors. We'll taste a couple of them, but really try and understand the difference between Pinot.
Absolutely.
Like New World and Old World.
Absolutely.
So before I touch into the bottles, okay?
We're going to start with the New World. Okay?
Right.
So Old World, of course, is going to be France. But on the New World side, we're talking, and for us today, it's going to be Willamette Valley. We're going to talk about California. We're going to talk about New Zealand. Okay? 3 distinct styles of Pinot Noir. And everything that we're going to talk about are generalities. Yes, somebody could come back and say that there's a big, lush, beautiful Willamette Valley Pinot Noir, when they're usually not big and lush. They're usually going to be light in the glass, a little more earthy, a little more acidic, and just a little more fruit on the nose.
Absolutely.
Light in the glass, okay? So it's one of those, you go, this doesn't look like it's going to taste like much until you put it in your mouth, and then you go, holy cow, this has got it going on. So let's taste the first one.
Before we jump in there, so just a little more. So I want everybody to really get a grasp of this. So Pinots come from where?
France.
And what's the region?
It's going to be Burgundy.
So Burgundy or Bourgogne.
Bourgogne. Yes.
Okay, we got to do it together.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's where they really come from, and that's more of an earthy style. This is the way I interpret it in where my wine knowledge is today, as I learn every day in this business. And when I generally go to a North American wine, I get a little bit more fruit forward in it.
Absolutely.
Except at Willamette.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which gets closer to an old world wine.
It's a little more earthy. A
little
more about the texture of the wine.
So,
not quite so silky.
Right.
It's going to have something going on that's going to show a little more mushroom. The forest floor, okay? That is going to translate into the French style as well, okay? California Pinot Noirs, again in general, are going to be way more juicy, going to be a little darker in the glass. We're going towards that hay mushroom, you know, as you smell it. And it's going to be way more silky and more robust in the mouth, okay?
This is why I wanted to bring it up, because I want you guys to understand, for those of you that drink Pinot or don't drink Pinot, I don't drink Pinot because it's this. There's just so many different types of Pinots, and that's why we wanted to do different regions today.
Absolutely.
So what are we gonna talk about today?
All right. Tully Pinot Noir, which is one of your, you're going after our neighbors across the street. So
Tully's a corporate brand. It's sold across the street at Total Wine & More for $29.99. We always sell it for $9.99. I think it is going up $2 in a few weeks.
And we're sorry about that, but it's one of those things that we've had to go back and forth on this because we don't like raising prices here. We're very
it'll be a small, but it will still be $18, $20 less than a corporation.
Absolutely.
So I think that's really important to understand. But this is going to be in a very Meiomi.
Absolutely. It's going to be lush. It's going to be plump. It's going to have a lot of that fruit characteristics that you find on this style of Pinot Noir.
And I know you guys love this one, and we'll continue to get it. And it's a great bottle. It's a great price point.
Absolutely.
Let's jump in before we taste. Tell me a little bit about the Jules Taylor, because we love Jules Taylor.
Absolutely.
Especially that late harvest Sauv Blanc.
All of
that's delicious. But let's stay to Pinots.
She's actually the winemaker of the year in New Zealand this year.
Okay.
And Pinot Noir in New Zealand was planted in 1987. First time. And already to this point, they're putting out some really high-end, highly sought-after Pinot Noirs. We love this. This is going to be a style that's definitely going to show a little more acidity. So this is that pop-in-the-mouth style. It's not going to be big and lush, but yet the fruit comes on to the end, okay? So if we're doing salmon...
I was just going to say, I love having that acidity on a Pinot Noir when I'm going to have it with food.
Absolutely. These guys are lovely on salmon right
And
now.
that's what we want to try and talk about. We want to try and pair the wine correctly, even when we're drinking it with the couch. I could do Tully with the couch because it's got that jamminess and that fruit forward.
Absolutely.
But these are more food Pinots. Or if you like that acidity, you still could certainly drink them on a couch.
Way more earth on this Pinot Noir. This to me is it's the epitome of a Willamette style Pinot Noir. It's a 2013. And Joe, when you pick up your right glass and you pick it up, compare it to the left glass, look at how much more tan, how much more tawny this one is. Because it's aged, it's taken its time, it's aged.
And where's this guy from?
Willamette Valley.
This is a Willamette.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as you put your nose in both, okay, this shows way more earthiness on this
absolutely
one.
right on the nose.
Berry, you know,
I wish you guys could see this, or not see it, but actually smell it with us, so you understand the difference between these guys.
Absolutely.
So this is definitely a little earthier, and it comes out way on the nose. When the berry comes out way on the nose on this one.
French one, absolutely. So
that's interesting. The French one's got a berry nose.
Absolutely. But again,
we'll have to talk about that. Okay, we'll get to that one. All right. So great nose. It's soft. I'm smelling the earth. I know it's there. It's the forest floor. That's what I'm smelling.
But look what it does on your tongue. Okay, it's very lush, and then it just melts away, and then the acidity comes up on
pulls
the edge.
in and grips.
Absolutely. And then on the finish, it's not a lot of fruit. It's more about earthiness and the forest and all of that.
Great
it's a
food
cool
wine.
Bottle wine.
Great
cool
food
bottle
wine.
Loving, and it can handle something with some herb sauce as well.
Now, how much is this one?
That's $20, down from $42.99 on release. We've got a couple cases left, but we do have more coming. So this is one that we.
So $19.99.
$19.99.
Excellent. Okay.
The Lost Chapters Pinot Noir.
Well, we love that.
To me,
one.
this is you could do this with a steak. A filet mignon loves this because that's my steak, and I love this wine. So this is going to be definitely more the California juicy, big, bold style Pinot Noir.
Not as acidic.
Not as acidic. It's definitely brought that acidity down, and it's way more lush.
You could drink this on the couch.
Absolutely.
We've been drinking this, just drinking it.
Absolutely.
But you could. I see it definitely going to filet. I don't want to have a lot of fat on that type of wine because I don't have the acidity.
We do filet because there's not much fat with that. A ribeye, we're going to our cab for that. Or a Syrah.
And truly is a couch wine all day long, maybe a burger or a filet. You could definitely do that. Get a little bit more jamminess.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's go. These are our new world.
Absolutely.
Let's jump over to old world. What's our first one that we're talking about?
So what I did on the old world stuff is I pulled 3 French Pinot Noirs.
Okay.
This one's a Bourgogne, which just means that the grapes can come from any place in the Burgundy region. And they do in this case.
Okay.
So I don't have to tell you where the grapes came from because I'm just putting out a Burgundy wine. Okay. All Pinot Noir up to a certain point, they do not have to use 100% on at this level.
Okay.
Don't have to tell us what the other 25% is, but that's the way it goes. These two guys, they pretty much are all Pinot Noir.
Okay.
We've gone from the general area of Burgundy. Inside of Burgundy, there's going to be smaller areas. Beaune, that's B-E-A-U-N-E. Beaune is how we say it. That's going to be one of the areas. And so we've gone to the villages in this area. So every village contributes. They're going to throw in some grapes. They're going to pull grapes from all these spots. They all go into
so everybody understands that. So as you go smaller, when you said a village, we go up in price.
Absolutely. We've gone from an $18.99 to a $26.99 bottle of wine.
Okay.
Okay. Then we get into Premier Cru, okay? And in Burgundy, Premier Cru means that spot of land that these grapes are grown on has been given a designation, that it's consistent every year, that the quality of these grapes are at this level and has to stay at this level to keep that Premier Cru, okay? So you and I are going to apply for our spot of Pinot Noir to become a Premier Cru. They're going to come out. You're going to jump through hoops. You're going to do all the stuff that they want you to
get
do.
it to say yes.
Absolutely. And then you can say that in this case, this is sorry, I got them backwards. It's that one. The Santenay is actually going to be a village. And our stuff is so cool. We're just this tiny little village, and the wines from our area get to call our town name. And this specific one is a first cru.
And we don't get a lot of this. So first cru,
absolutely.
How does the levels come? So you guys understand this a little bit because it's the size of the vineyard.
Absolutely. It's going to be a very, very small.
First and Premier, are they the same thing?
Yes.
So understand that when you see it on the bottle.
Absolutely.
First and Premier, those are the best ones.
Absolutely. Well, it can go up from there.
Oh, it can?
Yeah, it can.
What would be the next one up?
It's going to be a Grand Premier. So, and those we don't see. It's not for us. They don't send much to us on that. And I'm sorry, guys, I did have these backwards. This is the one that's
$50.
$50.
Let's fix that for you.
There we go. So
Okay.
this one's going to run you $49.99, $26.99, $18.99. So the further we go out into the world, the less expensive the wine's going to be because you don't control the grapes now.
Right.
You know, where this guy probably grew these grapes, he made this wine, he knows every detail about it.
I will tell you, I drink this. It's spectacular.
It is.
So I love French, Burgundy, Bourgogne Pinots. They're insanely delicious. They tend to be a little pricier.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that we got this one at under $20.
You know,
and
this one's under 20.
This one's under 20.
Yes.
Which one do we got here?
$26.99 on the Druin.
I still think that's a great price. In that region, that's a great price.
Absolutely.
You know, they go up so quick. All right, so
Let's taste this one.
what is this one about?
All right.
Got a beautiful nose. It's subtle, right? And not overwhelming. I definitely get some freshness from it, which I thought I would get more earth from a French. So why am I getting that?
It's only a 3-year-old bottle of wine.
Okay.
So if it was to set for another 5 years, it's going to do that. And if we were to open this guy, if he wasn't being so cheap with me, you would show a lot more.
Wow, that hurts my feeling.
I know you only have one feeling, and I heard it. But anyway, so on this one, definitely more berry, isn't it?
Yes.
It's where that one shows more earthiness. And
I'm
it's
surprised. I don't think I've had one
the
like this.
generalities that we've made are actually switched in this area.
Okay.
This one's way more earthy than what you're catching on that.
I think he did that on purpose, but it's really awesome that this is great. It almost gives me that North American feel with that jamminess up front.
Right.
But super well balanced.
And
This is a great
silky,
bottle of wine.
isn't it? It's very silky in the mouth. It's where this has got a little more grit, a little more texture to it. It just falls off.
This is one that I could just drink.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a great bottle of wine. I haven't had that one. That is spectacular.
But this stuff is beef bourguignon, stews, things like that. That's what these guys are made to go with.
So are Pinots, can we drink them in the summer?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to do this in the summer, put a slight chill on it, in the fridge for 10, 15 minutes, bam, it'd be rocking for you.
That's awesome.
But duck, that kind of stuff, you can even play with a French Pinot Noir a little better than it plays with an American now. There's people that would disagree with that, but
yeah, you know what? I think that
I'm saying it.
You have a little creativity in this. These are, you guys, when you see these videos, shoot us a question on them. Shoot us a question if you want a video, you want us to talk about something. We're giving you what our experience is in these things. These are spectacular wines. They're all highly rated. They're great wines on Vivino. This is what we want to do. We want to bring our education. We want to bring it to you. That is super important. That's the fun of this whole business.
Absolutely.
Hey, anyway, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you being
I know, here on time.
Co-star.
Here on time.
On time.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Hey, remember always, thanks for shopping at Lucas, one bottle at a time. We truly appreciate your business. Don't forget to like and follow us. Have an amazing day from Kent and myself.
Peace, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.